Real Madrid goes against Osasuna for the first match day of Real Madrid of this 2025-26 season. Yeah, I'm really excited to see Real Madrid play. It's been a while. It's been since Club World Cup. I didn't really watch the preseason matches because um, can't really find a way to watch those, especially when the one against it was like Trill, whatever. The 4-0 win. But finally, it's back. I'm really curious, really excited to see what Xabi Alonso plans with this on Real Madrid side. Like I said before, I think in the Club World Cup they looked miles better. People might say it's against teams not as highly, Salzburg and Pachuca, Dortmund, stuff like that, Juventus. But I guarantee you, the Madrid under Carlos Ancelotti would have not performed like that at all. I don't believe so. I hated the way Real Madrid would line up to play, etc. I've said it many times. I hated the way how Carlos Ancelotti played for Real Madrid or managed. Xabi was brief. It was something new. Finally, something with style, something with way different. And these Barcelona people, fans, whatever, just hate on that. Just hate on it. And for me, it's something similar like Xabi and Flick. The same team, same players, nothing crazy new signings. It's the same team, same players, and you see the difference what a coach makes. I knew Flick was going to change Barcelona because of how good a coach he is, and the same way I feel about Xabi. Going with that. So it's against Osasuna. Madrid should comfortably get a win. This is the predicted lineup. I agree with this. Chouameni would usually play more you play as a back, as a third defender, more of a central. Carrera is trying to wing backs. Will Brahim Diaz start? I don't know. He pretty sure just signed a new contract extension, but maybe Cia Franco, maybe Denis Ceballos, so he can be your actual holding midfielder. Fede, some more attacking. Arda is more technical. We need that, that holding the midfielder, and I think it's Ceballos. It's probably take out Brahim Diaz, Ceballos, put in the middle, have Vini, Mbappe in the front two, which have Xabi has been doing in the Club World Cup, and Ancelotti as of late towards the end of the season. From there. Osasuna, I don't really know much about Osasuna. I know that Budimir has been a target for Real Madrid as that backup striker that they need, or like that Joselu type player. But Gonzalo and Endrick 100% can fill in those shoes. I'm a big fan of those two there. And besides that, I don't really know much about Osasuna with that. For Real Madrid, there's a bunch of injuries. Endrick's still injured, which is a shame. Really, the hate he gets, he's performed for me amazing with this situation he has been in with the coach and injuries and how many minutes he's played. I forgot what the stat was. I added it all up. I think he's played 3 full matches, like 3 90-minute, like altogether his season he's played, I think, just 3 matches alone, which is just weird. The lighting's way better there. um Bellingham had his shoulder. He's gonna be out for a couple weeks. I think it says here late September. I think it's like mid October. I think I saw. Camavinga got early some training like a week ago. Mendy has been out for a while, and Rudiger is suspended. I think it's like that Copa del Rey game. Um, but yeah, really excited to see how Real Madrid will play here with the new signings. Carrera is Franco. It's just, let's see here. Madrid's past matches, that 4-0 against PSG, it really did Real Madrid dirty. I think the red card with Dean Huijsen was just a huge impact. It made Fede play out of position. It made playing Asensio, which people has his doubts with that. And you're gonna take a look at the table. Barcelona won the first game against Levante. There's a huge controversy about that game with Rafinha red card. I do believe that's a red card, but that's a whole different debate from there. Oh no, not Levante. They versed. It was not Levante. That's their next match. They versed Mallorca. Yeah, that's right. But besides that, I don't really know what to say about Real Madrid. I'm just really excited to see how they will perform with this new team. Especially to see Xabi Alonso play. It's been a long time since Madrid's played a professional match, and I just think they have such a team with a lot of debt. Can I check? Can I check their bench at all? I think it's only the preview. But the Real Madrid team is more a rotational team. A bunch of players are injured at the moment, but you have Asensio as another. You have Correjo who's back from injury. You have Gonzalo Garcia. You have Ibrahim Diaz. You have Fran Garcia. Such rotational players. I think it's just key for Real Madrid. Something they actually need. Um, when you don't want to be worried when a Fede gets hurt. If a of course they're not going to play to their standard, but it'll still be a way to fill in the gap and not be as worried because that player is going to perform at that level. So yeah, really excited to see how Real Madrid plays. I've just previewed just to talk about it here and there. But hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.